Hello and welcome to The Learning Curve, where we're talking to students from around the university about how they're adjusting to virtual learning due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, my name is Nathan Brennan, and I am joined here by Thomas Taylor. Welcome.
Hello.
Would you mind saying your year, your major?
I am a senior journalism major with a concentration in digital media production and a minor in music.
Oh, wow. So for your classes so far this semester, have they been all virtual, in person?
They have been all virtual. I have three synchronous classes, being newspaper practicum, advanced electronic journalism, and advanced video production, and one asynchronous, which is radio practicum.
Okay.
I also am taking concert band and university singers online.
Has it been strange to be all virtual? Like you have some synchronous, some asynchronous. Has that been strange to adjust to that?
It has. The impact in the spring was a lot greater, but you kind of adjust to it over time. And even though the fall has been difficult, I would say that as long as you have like a schedule or a routine and you stick to it, that definitely helps.
Definitely. And so is it by keeping the schedule that you try to stay connected with Edinboro? Because a lot of us are virtual and not all of us live in the area. How do you try to stay connected with everything Edinboro and the Fighting Scots?
I always check into edinboronow.com, segue, which is the campus newspaper that keeps us all informed. And I also do these lunches over video calls with friends as a way to keep in touch. I've been doing these since March, and they've been really helpful on my mental health.
Mm-hmm. Are there other ways that you try to take part in any self-care, any hobbies that you partake in that help you de-stress a little bit?
Yes. So I do jigsaw puzzles in my spare time. So I have a 500-piece puzzle of Baby Yoda from The Mandalorian going right now. And I also take the time to play piano, trombone. I sing. Music in general is such a great de-stressor.
What is it about music that takes away your stress? Seems like you're involved in a lot of musical things on campus.
It relaxes you, and you can just kind of forget all the problems in the world and just focus on like one song, one note. It almost is an escapism in a way. It takes you away, but some songs can still keep you grounded.
I used to partake in chorus in high school, so I definitely know what you mean by that. But once the song is done, you get back to the work that you have to do. And like we mentioned, you are involved in Edinboro's campus newspaper, The Spectator. How have they adapted their operations to the pandemic?
We have adapted our operations by becoming a 100% online publication. So we still publish every Thursday. We still have the same deadlines. We are just publishing all stories online and conducting interviews over Zoom.
Has that been strange as a staff writer to conduct your interviews over Zoom and just operate generally virtually for the newspaper? Have there been any aspects that are beneficial for that?
I would say that it is an adjustment, especially since we have to rely on mostly contributed photos. And there's nothing that fully replaces going into a place with your reporter's notebook and just taking in the sights. But I would say that this helps organize and structure the interviews. I find myself oftentimes preparing talking points more in detail than I was when I was on campus.
And like you mentioned, with the community, it's very important to keep them informed. Like for all the faculty and staff at Edinboro, as well as the students, there has certainly been a learning curve to adjusting to this, and the same can be held for the community. What is the importance of keeping them informed during this time? Like for instance, what have you written that you feel that this semester that you feel the community needs to know about?
Well, I've written a lot of business features. So I wrote an article on how Edinburgh businesses are surviving during this time.
Mhm.
And I have an article coming out tomorrow about the 25th anniversary of Lakeside Bagels and Deli. So, like definitely supporting local businesses is important. And, I'd like to think, that keeping informed is our duty, not only as people, but as citizens. As the Washington Post says, democracy dies in darkness. And personally, I think journalism is the spark that will light the fire to kindle the flames of democracy.
So keeping informed and making sure to support your local businesses, this is all very important, especially during a pandemic. And I'd like to thank you for taking the time out of your day to talk to me today, and we will see you all on the next episode of The Learning Curve.